Yeah, I've had him up. I've had him up for a long time. I just kind of mix their work up. I keep them fresh. Have your geldings feeling like colts, and your old mares feel like fillies. I guess that's a key to have them fresh. Once they're fit, once they're at that level, you can't get them no fitter, in my belief. So just tick them over. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'll go up the road. I'll go down the paddock. I'll swim him. I'll even ride him and lead one of these off him. You know. So I kind of turn every horse into a lead pony out of you too. So when they're finished, they are horses as well. Yeah. I wouldn't say I had a routine. I just let the horses talk to me, and if they need to go to the track and put a bit of legs under them, I'll go to the track, you know. And if they need fast work, I'll go to Toowoomba. But if I've got them all up racing at the same time, there's no rhyme nor rhythm of if I go Monday or if I go Tuesday, or I could even gallop on the Wednesday or something. I don't lock in Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for gallops. I just play it by ear and see what these fellas need.
No, we've forged a really good partnership. He sort of, when I first came up there with Curry, I was sort of going right, and I sort of Dale offered me a gallop one day, and you pretty much all stem from there. But he's been a really good supporter of mine from sort of day one once I moved. I don't ride as light as what everyone else does, but every time he sort of has one in, he's always been willing to throw me one, and I've been working hard for him ever since. You know, we're good mates on and off the track. He just keeps them happy, I think. Sort of does everything the one percenters and keeps them all ticking over nicely, and just treat them like a horse. Like, I think that's probably the best thing, you know. Happy horses, they run a lot better, and it's the same when you're on them as well. You know, try and keep them in their best frame of mind. So I think he does the one percenters, and he's a great trainer, and he's a great bloke as well.
I probably got my grounding from my wife's father, Graham Banks. He's an outstanding horseman. I think he's just turned 70. He's still riding breakers, still doing gallops, still doing fast work. He's just very thorough. I think I work for a lot of good trainers too. Obviously Graham. I worked for Darryl and Tony Gollan back when I was young. Freddie Adams. I worked for Mark Curry, Ben Curry, Lindsay Hatch. I worked with some outstanding trainers, and I just took a little bit out of everyone's book, I suppose, and wrote my own script, you know. So, yeah, I think that's the having a small team. I think you can do that, you know. Like it'd be hard for them blokes who have, you know, upwards of 40 and 60 horses to have that one-on-one with the horses, and I think you get a good connection and a good feel with them. By spending that time and that quality time with them, because at the end of the day, they're animals. They love affection, and I think I'm getting the rewards on the track by doing that, you know. So
yeah, they have. It's been really good, and I think the connection's enough for it. You know, he's been a great horse to me, and especially for my career. Really so this was sort of a 6-month plan with him, and yeah, he can pull a bit of track work, but he's been good to me, that's for sure. If I was to run last on Saturday, I'd rather run last with the bloke who's stuck by me, you know. So me and Nathan formed a good relationship on the track and off the track. He's a good young kid. He doesn't get right all the time, and I don't think I do either. So if we can feed off each other and grow and get results, I'm happy to keep putting him on.
Moscini and Exactly inside the final 100. There's not much lead for the whip. It's about 6 lengths in front. He's making enough noise, leading at a change. Cappuccino's running on, but a mammoth win to Moscini. So Moscini, trained by Dale Groves and ridden by Nathan Exactly.
He hasn't done much wrong for me, and I must admit, when I first met him, he was always well mannered and respectful, and he's had a good upbringing. Obviously, must have good parents at home, and he's doing a good job for himself. The Battle of the Bush was the plan. It's a great concept. We've done the miles. We got our 5 runs in, pretty much uninterrupted. And then I think he ran like 2 track records. He got a track record at Bell. He got a track record at miles over the 1200. You know. And he's just flying at the moment, so I couldn't be happier. I haven't gone as much as the blokes out west, but I went to, I think the furthest I went to St George, and that's when the floods was on, so we had to go like by Roma, so that was 6.5 hours one way. St George, we went to Monto, Miles, Bell, and there was a non-tab at Dalby, so it wasn't too bad. And then I've obviously trying to get him in these qualifiers. I've missed out on. I even nominated McCoolpy one time to get a run. Like I just wanted to get that monkey off the back, and